All right, I'm live as live can be. Hold on a sec, I got you. I'm just trying something out. I'm trying something new here. Hold on a second, guys. Talk to myself at this moment. Let's see. Live, actual live, because I set it in private right at the moment. Oh, that's right. I gotta open this up here. Bear with me. All right, uh I should be set to public. Yeah, and I should be streaming live, and no longer private. So how you all doing tonight? I'm doing fabulous, fabulously good. And let's see here. We have just waiting for people to kind of pile up, show up. Anyway, yeah. So I'm back doing YouTube stuff. Uh, definitely want. I'm obviously there. We go. That's let's see live stream. I'm just looking at my calendar to make sure I am live. And I am. I mean, like, it's not set to private. Okay, it's not set to private. All this is really confusing sometimes. And no, actually, you know what I'm doing is I am testing out this new um, YouTube tool here to go live with. Man, I'm like late. I have to move my chair. There we go. That looks much better. Anyways, how's everyone doing? Also, as long as I'm chatting here, so the new things that are going on in my life right now is I did get a new computer, so I'm happy about that. It's definitely a step up from what I had before, and everything seems to be doing pretty good on that. So yeah, I I wanted to get back into doing YouTube. I miss you guys because it's like it's I kind of took a small little break there from YouTube. I think I kind of burned myself out. I don't know, but yeah, just wanted to take a little bit of a break, and also I had to you know deal with other things. But yeah, so now I think finally I feel like I can get things under control again. Um, and so I did. I got everything. I'm here to do the live chats because I know everybody loves me or loves when I do the live chats. So that's why I'm doing that. And I just want to see if anyone's watching, but so far, pretty nice. Anyway, so maybe if you're watching this on the playback, so yeah. So for the last couple months, I kind of took a break from YouTube because I had, like I said, I had other things I had to take care of, and so I did take care of that stuff. While I was doing that, I was also doing some. I've been doing a lot of Uber driving too, so that's kind of what was eating up a lot of my free time. Uh, Doing Uber driving because I need to pay. And Uber driving is it's actually pretty cool. I like doing Uber. Believe it or not, I like that. I like Uber. Uber's a fun thing for me to do because yeah, you pick up all sorts of interesting people. Nothing really crazy has happened to me yet, but it's I would say driving Uber in a city is always an adventure because the thing is when you're doing Uber in a city, you have to deal with the freaking taxis. That's the kind of the part I hate about doing that. It's those freaking ass taxis. I mean, they will try to, well, I didn't say run you off the road, but sometimes they're just not polite. Let's just put it that way. I mean, they try to like, hey, they're the boss. You're like they look at you as the Uber driver. Treading on them, which is now. I mean, like I just don't like it when they do that. But anyway, I'm getting kind of sidetracked here. Um, so basically like kind of what I do is I have to kind of like insert my dominance like okay, I understand I'm kind of like you know maybe like I'm just an Uber driver, maybe step on your on your soil, go to your backyard or whatever, but I'm here to make money too, and my attitude is if you want to like be like was it offensive driving? Not offensive, like driving offensively. I'm going to do the same. I'm going, just try to take control of the road as much as they want to take control of the road. Like they're going to push me, I'm going to push back. Um, but overall, I haven't had any big problems. Uh, but other than that, I mean, if the thing is with Uber driving, if you plan it out just right. It's all about strategy, by the way. If you plan it out right, you strategize what you're going to do or how you're going to do it, or you kind of have an idea where you want to go with your day with Ubering. Um, you can make a lot of money. Now, me personally, I haven't made over $1,000 yet, or close to $1,000. But you can, especially in the Chicago market, you can make $1,000 doing Uber. Maybe and some drivers can do over 1,000. I've been talking to the last couple of weeks. I've been talking to other Uber drivers online, watching their YouTube videos and whatnot. And I've met a few people, and their experiences. They can make like one can make like over like or like roughly around 1,500. Again, depending on how much you put into it, as a driver, like you know, use it the correct way. Like a best way, I guess the way to describe is don't drive. Don't. I'm trying to think. Use your tools properly. Like your destination filter, you have to use like an example in one instant. I took a ride all the way up north, like a 45-minute drive up north, past O'Hare Airport. And so obviously I love it when I do the long drives because that's where you make a lot of the money because obviously you get paid in miles. So like I picked up a person like out in my area here, this area, and I had to go 45 minutes up north, and so this guy comes out to my car with luggage, suitcase. So every time I see Uber passenger coming out of their house or whatever with the suitcase or whatever, I get excited because that's like, oh, they're going to go to the airport most likely, or they're going maybe go a little bit of a long distance, and that's kind of like what happened in this case. So I go all the way up north, and so I'm sitting there after I drop this guy off. I'm like, I start strategizing, um, kind of like my way back home, and so I use my destination filter. Like, oh, uh, starting where I'm at now up here, and I'm going to go back down north or south. So I use my destination filter to get back home. And what the destination filter does, it finds matches you up with riders, kind of going in the same direction that you're wherever you set your destination filter to. And I'm looking at this, I'm like, kind of look at the map. I'm like, oh, I'm going to be driving right by O'Hare Airport. Let's do this. So I did put in the destination filter, started going out. And sure enough, I mean, as soon as I got close to the airport, I'm on a highway, by the way. As soon as I got close, beep 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 beep, that ping noise pops up, and I'm like, yes. So pull off, take a little detour to pull off the next exit or wherever to get to O'Hare Airport. Picked up this lady, uh, flying in. She was, she needed an Uber ride to her hotel, which is in Oak Brook, a little further down south from where I'm going. So it's not too far off, actually, from where I needed to go. So I took her down there, dropped her off there. And then as soon as I dropped her off, ping, another noise. I'm like, oh, and it was a pool ride. And my feelings with pool, I'll get to that in a minute here. I was like, yeah, I'll just take it because my rule of thumb is I usually don't take pool rides, but in this case, I made an exception because I'm thinking, well, I mean, it's coming through my filter. This pickup's being filtered through my filter, so most likely this pool passenger is going to go in the same direction, which ended up being the case. As some guy getting off work just wanted to go home, and yeah, I mean it. His house is like, in the next town over from where I'm at. So as soon as I drop the guy off, I'm like, I'm really close to where I need to go. So I just turn. Well, I mean, yeah. So I was pretty close. So I just turn off go offline and all the day. And that was like my Hail Mary pass. So yeah, if you're an Uber driver, I would definitely suggest using your destination filters. You get 2 a day, which I think sucks because like, man, I wish I could get more because seeing what I could do with it. But yeah, obviously use that, strategize, uh, get a game plan, what you want to do. It's like I guess playing a game, playing a football game, wherever you come up with a playbook sort of thing. And the way I strategize myself whenever I do Uber driving is I have to figure out like kind of like where the where I would think maybe the hot spots would be for pickups. I never chase surges, by the way. If it's too far away or if it's close but not close enough, I'm like, I won't chase it unless if I'm really close to where I'm like, okay, maybe if I leave now, I can get to in the next few seconds. Because surges can disappear really quickly. As fast as they come up, they can disappear really quickly. That's why you never chase them because you're just wasting your time and gas. So, but also what I found helps is, in between passenger pickups and drop offs and all that, you just, when you're waiting for a pickup, just find a place to park. And I also do the Uber Eats too, so that's interesting. I only do Uber Eats when I'm out here in the suburbs because I tried it out in the city and it sucks. Like, oh my god. Nice thing is you can turn off Uber Eats in your settings. And so whenever I'm out in the city doing Uber driving, I usually just turn them off at Uber Eats because it's like it's a pain in the ass to get out of your car. I mean, in the fucking city, it's a pain in the ass to park, just fucking park, and that's what Uber Eats does. I mean, you get to the restaurant, you park, and go and get food. In the city, it's a pain in the ass to find parking and just to go in the restaurant. Now, the people are supposed to, the people ordering food, they're supposed to come out to your car. They are actually supposed to get off their asses, come out, and meet you at their pick or drop off location. You're not supposed to go to the door. I had people that it's like pizza delivery. I mean, I did pizza delivery a couple years ago, and it's kind of like that, but whatever. Um, but out here in the suburbs, it's a lot easier to park. And I don't really mind, as I know a few Uber drivers don't like Uber Eats all that much, and they're like, fuck it, I don't want to do it. Me personally, I don't mind it because, like I said, I did pizza delivery a while back, and it's I guess I'm just used to it. It's nice, but I do. Oh, I really do want to talk about Uber Pool. Now, as I said a few minutes ago, earlier, whatever, I don't do Uber Pool, or at least I don't do as much as I like when I first started doing Uber driving. I've been doing it a little bit, like a year and a half. Actually, I've been doing it for a year and a half. I haven't really done a lot of driving just because I'm just so. Um, I got a day job, I got a family, I got this, I got all these responsibilities. The reason why I just you know kind of started doing the Uber grind as of late, is just because it pays the money. I mean, it pays money. I get. It's what I love about it is I get instant money if I want to. That's what I love about Uber a lot, because like a lot of times I get myself stuck in a financial hole. I'm like, oh crap, I really need $100 by the end of the day, and I can do that with Uber driving. Now, like that's why I have to go out the city a lot. You can get like you can pick up rides one right after the other usually. Um, hold on, my friend. Sorry about that, guys. Uh, anyway, so I'm. Oh shit! Now I just lost my train of thought. What was I talking about? Fucking pool. Oh yeah, sorry. Fucking pool. But first, yeah, I go out to see. I literally did one night, like 4 to 5 hours out in the city. I actually did make over $100, which helped out greatly. And at the end of the night, I go on my phone and I just swipe the instant pay, and boom! I mean, it goes right in my bank account right away. So that's what I love, love, love about that. But the regular in Uber's payout, their pay week is from Monday to Sunday. So that's your kind of week to work with. Is the pay period starts Monday and Sunday. But anywhere in that week, you can do an instant payout, which is awesome. But if you don't do an instant payout, then it just takes whatever that week, and then you get that you will see that money in your account the following Wednesday. Every Wednesday, paydays every Wednesday, so that's neat. But getting back to what I was saying about pool, the way I kind of had explained to me, especially like kind of doing research about it, is like Uber Pool sounds good on paper. And I get I understand the idea behind it. It does sound pretty, it sounds like a good idea, believe it or not. It sounds like a good idea, but in practice, it just fucking sucks. And I argue, and this is how I had teach to me after doing research about, and I agree 100%. I like to argue the fact that Uber Pool sucks for both the rider and the passenger. So obviously, as a driver, it sucks because you're working more for less, and that to me is bad business. Because again, when you do Uber, or any other rideshare thing like that, rideshare application like Lyft and all that, it is um, bad business, and whenever you do whenever you do rideshare, you you run it like a business. You treat it like a business. And so why should I do business? Like why should I do a accept a business deal where I'm making less money for more work? Like more work, less money doesn't make sense. So I usually like to ignore Uber Pool requests a lot. Um Unless I guess unless if I'm really desperate. Uh and I mean, no offense to anybody in that lives poor. I'm trying to be like nice about this. Uh, like, well, I mean, I consider myself, low income. That's why I'm doing Uber. Uh, well, part of the reason I actually do enjoy doing Uber driving. I actually really do because I do love driving. I love being out on the road. I love going the driving the distance, seeing like new things and all that. I mean, that excites me because all my life I have driven around most of the country, or at least I've driven all over the east coast of America. Let's just put it that way. Yeah, I've been everywhere. I've even driven to fucking New York City. And let me tell you, driving in New York City is a pain in the ass. I hated driving New York. I miss the Chicago driving. Anyway, and then I've also driven all the way down south to Florida, to Texas, up to Iowa, and back to Illinois. Anyway, getting kind of back to this pool thing is a very bad business model, and oh, that's what I say, low income. Oh god, I usually get sidetracked. Anyway, bring it back. Yeah, I do. Like myself, I am low income, and and like I try to kind of like stay um out of the low income areas as much as I can. Especially like if I get a pool request in a low income area, no, I'm not going to take it. No, fuck that. The reason why I don't do that is because most of the time, if someone doesn't have a lot of money and they need to get around town, but they don't, and they're being cheap ass about it. Uh, they will, passengers will make a complaint, like a stupid ass complaint, like, "Oh, I found one piece of hair on the back seat of my car." Like, "Oh, I'm just getting this ride is horrible. I'm going to give you one star. I'm going to report this driver," and you just bitch and complain about it. And Uber is going to be like, "Oh, you had bad experience. I'm so sorry. Here's a refund." Like, and that and you as a driver, you're gonna get dinged by like because you get drivers get rated as passengers. Passengers get rated too. Drivers rate passengers. Passengers rate drivers. So the passenger is going to ding you with like a 1-star rating, and that's going to hurt your rating status. And Uber's gonna be like, "Oh, I'm so sorry you had a bad experience. I'm really sorry you found a fucking piece of hair or a one like maybe a little Cheerio or something on the fucking floor. I'm so sorry about that. You must be fucking traumatized. Here's a whole refund." You know that shit happens a lot. I guess with Uber driving that's one reason why I don't do the Uber pool. So the passenger, you know, they get rewarded, and you as a driver gets the stick up the ass. So that's kind of like the major reason why I really don't take pool requests, is because it's cheap stuff. And let's see, I'm trying to think. Oh, and then also, like when I said earlier, like it's Uber pool sucks for both the driver and the passenger. This is why I'm gonna get to it. Also, yeah, the passenger, it sucks for the passenger, and here's why. Okay, uh, a true story about my experience. I'm This is like, what's that noise? Oh, that's outside. Uh, my experience, like I would say, it was like literally like when I first started doing it. I'm still new at this, by the way. Still learning the ropes because I haven't done it as much as the other people. Again, you know, I got responsibility, whatever. Um, I remember when I was out in the city, I picked up this lady. She was going to meet up with a friend of hers at a bar. So I'm looking at on the navigation thing. So it's like I'm going up north, and I'm getting really close to the bar. So I'm like, oh, okay, she's gonna be, it's gonna be about, I would say, another like 5 minutes or so, and then drop her off. Yeah, yeah. So right as I get like, I'm like in the kind of like, yeah, I think I was in the far right lane, and I get pinged for another pool pickup, and I'm like, oh, okay. So I accept it, or why not, And so it's like telling me, oh, I have to make a left right here. I'm like, yes, I gotta make a left. But I kind of told passenger, I'm like, I felt bad because I mean, this is like, I guess I'm new to this, so it's like I felt really bad that I'm veering off course now, instead of like, oh, her destination is like literally like right up the street here. I mean, it's be another 5 minutes. But now I'm kind of taking a detour. I'm taking a side mission here with her in the back seat, and I felt really bad. I turned around and said, I'm pick up another passenger, like just kind of let her know, being courtesy. Oh yeah, that's fine, no problem. She's understanding. So I mean, nothing bad happened. It's just what I was trying to get to is, I picked up this other guy, was like close by, but I had to go off that way, pick up the guy, and then once I picked him up, and then the map showed like, okay, get back to where drop the girl off, then drop the guy off, because the guy is like not too far from where the girl had to be dropped off too. So I mean, nothing bad happened. They were fine. No one bitched about it. I mean, there's nobody bitching about it, but I mean, the whole experience. I mean, it bothered me as the driver. It didn't bother her at all. She didn't, she didn't complain. She didn't, she gave me. I hope she gave me a rating. I mean, I didn't. I mean, I didn't say I didn't get any like like dinged by 1 star or anything. So she obviously gave me a good rating. Um, but as a driver, it was bothering me because I was like, because I'm trying to think in my head, like what if I was that passenger in the back seat? I'm like, oh, I got, because usually with me it's like, my time is valuable, so like I want to go from A to B. I don't want to take any fucking side trips here, um, especially if I'm meeting up with somebody or a friend or whatever. And so it kind of did. I mean, it still kind of bothered me, but it's like that's why I don't do pools myself as a rider, because I have taken Uber as a rider passenger. Whenever I order Uber, I always order Uber X, because I want my time to be valuable. So that's why it sucks for you, the passenger. Pool does, because when you accept a pool request, you no longer um well, let me put it this way. Your time your time to get to your destination is no longer valued by the driver. When you accept a pull request, your destination drop off time is no longer valued by the driver. The driver has every right to again accept another pickup along the way. And now instead of getting, let's say you need to get to like, oh, I just want to go home, or I have to be somewhere, especially when you have to be somewhere at a certain time. I'm like, okay, I ordered a pool, and I have to be at this my destination by 6 o'clock, and it's like 5:55, and all of a sudden the driver's like he takes in, because he's got to go pick up another passenger who's close by, and now I'm like, oh shit, now I'm going to get to my destination drop off at like 6:15 or 6:10, something like that. I'm like, what the, like, why I have to be there at 6 o'clock? It's like that's why it sucks for the passengers, because your time is no longer valued by the driver. It just sucks. That's why I never take pools if I order an Uber. I always go for Uber X. I know I have to pay a little bit more, because that's the nice thing about pools. It's cheaper. That's why a lot of people take pools. It's a cheaper way. You're saving like what I think like $1 or something, dollar 50 for the same distance. Versus like Uber and pool or Uber X and pool. Um, but yeah, I would say pool is it's just I not a big fan of it, and I've heard stories from other drivers, kind of like where an Uber passenger who requests a pool gets picked up, and but they want the Uber X experience. They want to pay for the pool, but they still want the Uber X experience, and they actually tell the drivers like, don't pick up that. Please don't pick up that, and then the passenger. I want to get to my destination on time. Like you can't do that. Only an Uber, like if you are an Uber X, then then definitely, your time is valued as an X driver or a passenger. If you request a pool, sorry to say, your time is no longer valued. And another reason why it sucks is for the passenger is for safety reasons. Yeah, I mean, especially if you're going to be, leaving out of town, or you're going, and you need a lift to the train station, airport, or whatever, and you request a pool pickup, and you think, oh, I got, I don't care about timing. I can get, I'm leaving extra early, so if I get there 15 minutes late, it doesn't bother me. As soon as the driver who takes your request, they can show up to your house with another passenger in the back seat, an Uber passenger, like a complete stranger in the back seat. Now, for safety concerns, I mean, yeah, if you think about, you're picking. I mean, as a driver, you're picking up strangers. So, I mean, there's always going to be um, safety concerns, I guess. I mean, for the most part, I think actually, yeah. For I come to think of it, I never had any really scary moments. Not at all. I guess, been very fortunate. I've heard about the horror stories of Uber drivers getting robbed or whatever, but I never had a bad experience, so that's pretty good. But that thought still weighs in my head. I mean, I guess like nowadays, like especially in schools, with all school shootings, you never know when bad shit's going to hit the fan. But like I say, but for the passenger, I mean, you're willing, and for a cheaper rate, you're willing to get in the car with an absolute stranger. I mean, the drivers go through a very heavy like background checks. The passengers, no, they don't go through checks at all. I don't think. I mean, I signed up for my Uber passenger app, and I just all I need is just a credit card, so that way I can pay for my rides. And that's about it. I mean, as a driver, I had to get my car checked out. I got, my background checks. And I got to go through this. There's a bunch of different, hoops, hoops you have to jump through to get cleared and all that. And so, safety issues. Now, can you imagine it's a pool? Like you order a pool, the driver shows up to your house with a fucking stranger in the back seat. Now, most likely, your driver's not going to come back and be like, "Oh, I'm going to rob this house." Now I know this guy's gone. I'm taking this guy to the airport. I mean, I suppose that could happen. I would hope not. But I mean, I'd be more scared about an absolute stranger in the back seat, passenger. Seeing you like, "Oh, you got a bag. You're leaving your house." I might just go back there later. I mean, like that kind of scariness. And also, if like that if this yes, pumpkin. By the way, if the shit does manage to hit the fan and go south, wherever, I mean, do you really want to be caught in the middle of that? I mean, like you're sharing the back seat with an absolute stranger. It's like, like I don't want to share a back seat with an absolute stranger, and I also want my time to be valued by the driver. So that's why I always do X. Fuck the pool. And as a driver, I say fuck the pool too, because I don't want to work extra for less. So that's kind of my experience so far with Uber driving. I've had a pretty good experience, because I haven't really had any big issues or anything like that. So I guess that's good. I mean, I'm doing this part time because I have a very busy schedule, like very busy, and so that's what I've been doing right now. Now the reason I've been doing it, like I said, I just I just need to get my shit together, and I need something to help bring in the extra money. That's Uber. It's fun. Like I said, I enjoy it very much. And unfortunately, like I felt like I've kind of neglected my channel a little bit, especially since I just got a new computer too. So it's like, oh, it's like I feel bad. It's like I don't want to abandon my channel. I really don't. I don't. I don't want to because like I'll always have this channel. I'm not planning on getting rid of it anytime soon. I don't want to. I mean, this is I love making videos. I'm very happy with what I'm doing with YouTube. In fact, if you notice, well, okay, this past few days, Johnny D's been staying here with us. Yeah, right now, Johnny D and Lori Dee, Hutter, sub channel. They're out right now, actually doing the karaoke. In fact, I wonder if they're even live right now. I know she likes to run on about YouTube or about call it. Oh, okay, nothing new here. I was just checking the Lori D's channel. No, nothing new. Okay, because yesterday when they were at the bar, they were doing. She was doing some live stream feeds there. But I mean, it's I love YouTube because my background is audio video. So like I have a creative mind. I want to entertain people. And these past few days, I have been what you call it? Hanging out at Johnny D and going to karaoke bars, and so that's been cool. And like I said, if you saw some of my newest videos I posted up, I did a couple songs. It was just awesome. I love. I did the Time Warp, Power of Love, and oh, What a Wonderful World. My favorite, all time favorite song in the whole wide fucking world. What a Wonderful World. Um, yeah, I also like Power of Love too because I grew up on that. And Rocky Horror Picture Show is awesome as always. And so I love doing those songs. They're amazing. And also today, I did upload a new Let's Play game footage of The Room. Actually, someone made the fans of The Room got together and created this game called The Room, the video game, and it's free online. You can play it. Anybody can play it online. It's really cool because I mean it doesn't like the game itself doesn't really have any voices, recorded voices. It's all text reading, kind of like the older games, like my generation of Nintendo. So it when I was filming for the Let's Play video series, I had fun doing the voiceover work, doing like because I love doing voice impressions and stuff too. So I had fun kind of doing that, reading the texts and stuff. So, and like my wife said, it's kind of funny, Lori. She said it's kind of like karaoke for movies. Yeah, I'm still in the process of making more videos on that. But I did finish the first part one. That's on my channel right now. So when you're done watching this, check it out. It's there. And let's see. So yeah, The Room, the video game. That's my newest one. And like I said, I don't know how many parts I'm going to do because I mean it's a big video game series, so it's like I mean it's long, excuse me, long. So like as I'm editing this together, I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to be able to edit everything to one video because it's going to be way too long. And I figured if I'm going to do it, I'll just do it in sections, like maybe 15, 20 minutes per video. Not right. And so that's what I'm going to do, at least for now. And then also be on the lookout. Shark Week's coming up next month in July. Now, last year, what I came up with the idea, because I'm a big shark fanatic. I love sharks because of the movie Jaws. Is watching that as a teenager is like, oh, that's what got me into shark research or learning about sharks. So over the years, I just got fascinated with the fish and learning more about the great white shark and learning more about this species and that species and all this. So last year I came up with the ideas like because I love watching Shark Week, and I was like, man, I want to host my own like Shark Week celebration, and so that's why I came up with the idea like, oh, I'll do a Shark Week celebration to kind of coincide with the actual Shark Week on Discovery Channel. And so what I did last year was like I think it was on Sunday when the first new episode aired. I forgot whatever that day was. Yeah, so like yeah, Sunday. My plan was like for the next 7 days of the week, Sunday through Saturday, I will post like a 15-minute video talking about sharks. That's what I did. So that was the whole week long, and in those videos, I mean, it's on my YouTube playlist. If you go in the playlist, click on Shark Week Celebration 2017, you'll see them all there. And then some like the videos I did where I talk about bull sharks in the Mississippi River, or I talked about the movie Jaws, and I talked about the megalodon found footage fiasco. Uh, and so I did all those videos and together, and then like every day. So like Sunday, I would upload the first one Sunday. Then the second video I would upload Monday, and then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, rounding out the week. So that was a lot of fun. And I'm looking at the calendar. I'm like, oh, yeah, it's coming up again soon. Shark Week on Discovery is coming up next month in July. So I would like to do that again. And I figured, for this channel, I think I'm going to do that as an annual thing. Something kind of look forward to doing. So yeah, I'm in the process. I got a few show ideas, few video ideas I want to do for this year's Shark Week celebration. Um, I am open to suggestions. So if you want to go ahead and, leave a comment in the comment section below. Let me know what you guys think. So yeah, that's coming up pretty soon. That's like basically the big two projects that right now that I'm going to be working on. I'm going to finish off doing the video game series. I finished that, and then I got to start working on Shark Week celebration 2018. So yeah, that's about it. I'm gonna wrap this live stream up. Holy shit, I'm 45 minutes long into this. Okay, so yeah, I think this is about a good time to wrap it up. And also before I go, I want to do more of these live streams. Obviously, probably what I would like to do is do like one of these like once a week, and yeah, that. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to, I want to start doing that. I want to really kind of like, I need somebody to kind of like really get on my back, be like, okay, maybe I should just buy a calendar and be like, okay, write out like what I'm going to do for the week for YouTube. It's probably a smart thing to do. Maybe kind of like with Uber driving, like create my own schedule, start creating my own YouTube schedule, and do it with Uber. So yeah, it's just doing that. Also, I mean, I'm thinking of like some of the projects. I might start talking about like, especially since I'll get more experience as an Uber driver. I might share some of my craziest stories if I ever find any crazy stories to share with you guys as well. Crazy Uber stories. Like, yeah, I want to continue doing my YouTube channel. So yeah, and if you guys have any comments, suggestions, whatever, just leave it in the comment section below. I'd love that. To help my video and all my other videos on this channel, help by giving these videos a big old thumbs up, commenting, sharing is a big help. Yes, I mean, that's how I grow, subscribers and views and all that is sharing. Sharing is caring. So, I mean, thank you everyone for watching this on the playback, and hopefully it gets some other stuff going on. And yeah, I'm gonna get out of here because I haven't here. So yeah, I'm getting out of here. Yeah, you guys rock. Have an awesome day. Yeah, you guys rock. Have an awesome day. Sorry, I'm done now.